Hey y'all, it is me, Infinity 8. First of all, I want to thank you guys for watching my previous videos. Whether it was a Sister Lock update video or a spirituality video, I really appreciate it. I'm headed to dinner, so I did want to do like a quick video on talking about the optimist and the pessimist. Some of you may remember this little example. They use it in workshops and that sort of thing with the glass of water. And you look at this glass of water and you tell me, is this glass of water half empty or is this glass of water half full? And depending on your answer, that kind of determines, if you're a pessimist or you may be prone to being more of an optimist. So let's start with the optimist. Your optimists are individuals who always see the bright side of things first. They're people that's labeled as being positive. They're magnetic. People always want to be around them. They're smiling, They're some may be, very bubbly, but they always look at the bright side, no matter how bad a situation is. An optimistic person is going to see that glass half full. They're always going to look at the bright side. And then you have the pessimists. They're the ones that tend to approach situations where they look at the negative, of a situation. They are labeled, or I'm going to say mislabeled, as being a very negative person, or they just kind of suck the energy out of the room. And so I do believe that the pessimist can get a bad rap, and I believe the pessimists get a bad rap all the time. And I'm going to get saying pessimist and optimist. I work very hard to try to say it correctly. I naturally speak with a lisp. I have a lisp, so I will try to work hard, and I have for years to, kind of combat my lisp. But anyway, so I am going to get tongue-tied with this so that you guys would know. But anyway, so the pessimists can really get a bad rap, but I need the pessimist in my life. I want the pessimist in my life because it's not realistic to look at the bright side of things all the time. Life just isn't like that. The sun is not shining all of the time. Sometimes the moon is out. Sometimes it gets dark. Sometimes there is no bright side. And it's okay. It's life. And so the pessimists, where they get the rap of always being negative, could they be bringing a more realistic point of view to a situation? As opposed to an optimist who's always seeing the bright side of things, no matter how hard life gets. Are they being realistic? Are they exhibiting some sort of balance, in their judgments and how they approach things? So I'm coming really to the defense of the pessimist, just to be able to say it's about balance. Now, granted, some people can be too negative. Some people can be too positive. But one isn't better than the other, and one approach isn't better than the other approach. In society, we've been taught, you look at the bright side of things. We've been like, we've been taught to have this duality. Something has to be either good or bad, negative or positive, when in fact, sometimes it's not good or bad. Sometimes it's not negative or positive. It's just life. And life, sometimes present us with things that make us happy. Sometimes life presents us with things that may make us, sad. But we should not attach to the happiness Neither should we attach to the sadness, because it's going to happen, you know. Good is going to happen and bad is going to happen. The key is providing balance. So for me, I need the pessimist. I need someone, because let me tell you this, because a pessimist, they can spot danger. So while I'm trying to look on the bright side of everything, seeing the bright side of things, I don't know, appearing to have my heads in the clouds per se, that pessimist can bring you a realistic point of view, and can tell you when there might be danger ahead, can tell you this could be the negative impact on that situation. You need a pessimist. Everybody can't walk around with their heads in the cloud. Everybody can't walk around looking at the bright side of things. That is not realistic. It's not realistic. So I just want to just talk about how I really value the pessimist. I really do. Now, however, the pessimist also needs to know the moon isn't out all the time. It's not always dark. Sometimes it's okay. The sun is shining. Sometimes it is daylight, and it's okay to look at the brighter side. So it's all about balance. Life is about having balance and approaching every situation for what it is at that moment, at that particular time. And so when life presents us with certain situations, we can't address them based upon, the past or anxiety about the future. We have to have the wisdom to be able to know what would fit what decisions or what approach would be beneficial for that situation at that moment, at that particular time. And so, this duality, like it has to be this or it has to be that. It doesn't have to be this or that. It just is. It is. And so it's about having the wisdom to approach situations, at that moment, at that particular time. And the way to have that wisdom is to be connected to that which is greater than yourself. The universe, God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, to be connected to that which is greater than you. That's what provides us the wisdom to handle that situation at that moment, at that particular time. And so earlier I stated, you can't go by how something transpired in the past to make a decision now, or your anxiety about the future for a decision or something that needs to be addressed now, because it's different dynamics. There's different energies at play. There's it could be different people. There's so many different scenarios. Some people vibing at a higher level now. Some people may be, vibing at a lower level. You may have to adjust. So really just having the wisdom to approach life, as it is, right now, for that particular moment. So when I look at this glass of water now, I don't see this glass as being half full. Neither do I see it as being half empty. I see it as a glass with water in it. That's it. A glass with water in it. And it's up to me how I want to address this glass of water at this moment, at this particular time. I can either drink this water or I can pour it out. It depends on what I'm needing at this moment. If I am thirsty at this moment, I'm going to drink this glass of water. If I am not thirsty and I have had enough water, I'm going to pour it out. So life is as it is. It's all about balance and approaching every situation for what it is at that moment, at that particular time. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye.